Hello Taurus, Elsie here to do a bonus read for you. How are you, my bull gang? Thank you so much for clicking here. I am here to do a bonus read for you, Taurus. Just say thank you in all the ways that you love me, and I appreciate you starting to get my energy back, so I'm reading a little bit more these days. Taurus, I'm here to do a bonus read, which means I'm reading for the current or the future energy. I'm not reading for anything that's going on back there. I don't intend for this to be a past energy reading. Let's find out what's going on for you, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus. Tell me about Taurus. Taurus, if you're interested in a private read, please look in the pinned comment. You'll see a link to Hipsy. If you're interested in watching the extendeds that I'm doing, please look in the pinned comment. There's a link to my membership area. All right, Taurus. Face-to-face readings are going down. If you're interested in that, there's a 75% off. Let's find out what's going on for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay, Charlie says 9 cards. That's what we're doing. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the Strength card, and we've got the Empress. It feels like you are someone who has probably been single for a long while. You don't have to be, but I'm just looking at the Knight of Pentacles, which is, you know, the place where you have a lot of review, contemplation. Things are moving slow. Slow and steady wins the race, but the Strength card is here. I feel like you've had a long time, like over a year, you've gained strength. You've learned how to bite your tongue. You've learned how to hold back. You've realized that keeping your sword in the sheath is actually where the strength is. It's not in whipping out that sword and cutting people into ribbons verbally. And I think that is, you know, the strength is what the Empress has here. So I feel like, Taurus, that you are here already on the table. You are a person who practices strength or courage and the holding back. I feel like you've learned that and you've been doing it for a long while. What else do we need to know? Got the Emperor here. I feel like the Emperor is in the same energy as you here. Oh, we do have a Tower. Very interesting. Feels like there has been distance or possibly some quiet times between you and the Emperor. Look, for some of you, you haven't even met the Emperor. Yeah, it feels like that this Tower could be a meeting. Could be that we're going to meet in the 3D here. Could be someone you've never met. King of Swords. I would say when the King of Swords comes up in the situation, you might not even like them. Look, they could be somebody who you see as arrogant. Somebody who you see as just being very, not having much discretion in the way that they speak plainly in a group of people. You might see them as unfeeling or unkind. You might assess this person quickly because they might say something that maybe is not. And I don't think that you're argumentative because they're not in agreements with you, but I feel like this person is somebody who just speaks, right? That's the Emperor. Somebody who just speaks. I'm just going to say it. And they could be someone who has a lot of air energy. I'm just going to say, and nothing bad or disparaging to say about the air energies. I love the air energy myself because I'm a very literal thinker. I'm a Taurus sun, and I absolutely adore Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini energy because they never have me thinking or wondering what's on their mind. I kind of personally love it. But you got to be a special kind of person to be able to take the King of Swords in reverse. I'm just saying. It does feel like that the Emperor says something here that does cause a Tower, though. That's what it feels like because it comes off as being quite unfeeling. The Emperor says it in order to bring things back into balance, which is very interesting. And we do have the 9 of Wands here. It's like the Emperor is well aware. This is something that is well thought out, I'm going to say. They're well aware that I could cause hardship or have people see me in a certain way, a certain type of way, if I do speak my mind. But listen, with the Emperor being the King of Swords, the Emperor does not have a choice in, when they see something, they sort of have to tell it as it is. And then we have the star energy here. It's because somebody has to or feels compelled to bring something to light. So I feel like we are talking about an Empress, and this is somebody that you could just be meeting in the future, somebody that you don't know at all. For some of you, from your perception in your life, you might already know the Emperor. But this Tower energy here is something that is shifting, blowing apart, all the pieces begin to fall down around us, you're the person who's decided to keep your tongue. You're the person who's decided not to say anything and let the Emperor dig their hole. Like, that's what it feels like here. The Emperor, though, I feel is saying something here in a strategic way, is what it feels like. It seems like it's strategy to get things moving, to get the conversation going, to get the Emperor is trying to find a quick victory, is what it feels like here. We do have the Knight of Cups. Oh, they're trying to get your attention. That's what it feels like. They're trying to get your attention, Taurus. And I think that rather than having to approach you, I feel like this person is trying to say things or say something that will get your attention. Now, the King of Swords in the reverse isn't necessarily telling the truth. Look, they could say a half-truth in order to get you to correct them. That makes you have connection with them or communication. Maybe they're just thinking bad press is all I need in order to get the Empress to talk to me. That's what it feels like here. All right. Where are we going first? Okay, we're going to talk about the Emperor first here. That's what we're going to do. Tell me about this Emperor. What is the end game for the Emperor here? Why is this Emperor planning on causing a tower with the Empress? We've got the Judgment card. They're making a decision. So like I said, I feel like the Emperor is doing this deliberately. And I don't think it's anything disparaging. They would never, this Emperor, if they're in the upright, is not somebody who's here to cause problems or an argument. But I do believe with the King of Swords in the reverse, they are planning on saying something that might be contrary to what your belief system is in order to get your attention. We've got the Four of Wands. And we've got the Nine of Swords. We've got the Emperor thinking, should I or shouldn't I? Will it bring stability? Or will they see me as judgmental? Will the Empress see me as judgmental if I say it? I feel like the Emperor does go through with it because we do have a tower here. Why is the tower here? Hang on, just listening. It also could be that the Emperor is, sorry, I'm just listening to Charlie. Is what? The Judgment card is, about something that has come to an end. Oh, the Emperor is used to staying quiet. That's what it is. So the Emperor is not usually in this energy. So the Emperor is used to staying quiet. But the Judgment card tells me this person's decided to take a different trajectory. Maybe they've been trying to flag the Empress or get their attention or find a way to meet them, or they see you in a group of people and they're trying to get your attention, but they feel like the only way they can get your attention is by being a little smart aleck. By making some sort of communication to you that will get your attention. And so I don't think that the King of Swords is here to cause issues, but they are here to cause a tower, so it'll flag you. Hello, I'm over here. And they're like, oh my God, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right now. It's like it's on the spur of the moment, and that's why the tower is here. We've got the Seven of Cups. So I feel like it's in a room or in a place where it's very busy. The Emperor's there, you are there, and it feels like the Seven of Cups is here as well. So it's like there are a lot of people hovering. A lot of people, a lot of options, a lot of emotional opportunities, and the Emperor is the one who is like, nah, nope, I'm not going to let them hover. I'm going to get the Empress's attention. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. They're working really hard to cause this tower. We've got the Page of Swords. All right, this person's been observing you from a distance. It does feel like it's face-to-face to me. It doesn't feel like it's online. It doesn't feel like it feels like it's at a, I'll just give you a scenario. Maybe you show up at a lounge and you're there to see the entertainment. Maybe the entertainment is live, someone playing piano, someone singing, right? Maybe it's just like a little piano bar. And it feels like this person sees you and wants to get to know you. And this person has been observing you through the evening. possibly an hour or so. They've been observing you. And it feels like the Eight of Pentacles is telling me they're trying to work out in their mind. The analytics are going on, right? They're trying to work out in their mind, how am I going to get the interest of the Empress? When he knows, or she knows, the Empress, that, or the Emperor knows, he or she, masculine or feminine energy, knows that the Empress gets all the attention and has been getting all the attention in the room. So I feel like the Emperor goes with this King of Swords in the reverse approach by making some sort of listen to me, I don't think that the Emperor in the reverse is being mean. I feel like they're being shocking. They'll say something that is going to get your attention, and I don't think it's anything that is derogatory. I feel like it's a smart comment, it's a smart-ass comment, it's something like that. Tell me what this is. We've got the Five of Cups. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. And we've got the Six of Wands. So it does really feel like this person, the Emperor here, understands that if they leave it too long, if they sit by, Queen of Pentacles, if they're quiet and stable and sturdy and don't say anything and just sit quietly in the room, they could be in regret. And that's why they decide to whip out the King of Swords in the reverse in order to get your attention. The Six of Wands is here in order to get your attention. So what do they say or do? Tell me what this is. What do they say or do to open the conversation? Because the Fool is here, and this person knows they got to act fast. They got to act fast. Tell me about this. What are they going to say or do? They might get up out of their chair and maybe walk close to where you are. This person's on the high horse, right? They have a little bit of ego. This is Leo energy. They're probably very good looking, right? Emperors and Empress are dealing. When we're dealing in Emperors and Empresses, they're both in a glow up. They both take really good care of themselves, right? That's why they're on the same vibration. They take care of themselves on the inside as well as the outside. And I feel like this person needs to do something for you to realize that they are, in fact, in the room. We've got the Six of Cups. And we've got the Queen of Cups. It feels like a really corny line. A really corny pickup line is what it feels like. It feels like a corny pickup line. Yes, the Queen of Cups is here. So it feels like they get up to say something, and I want to say with the Six of Cups, it makes me feel like it's something that they use all the time. That it's just a corny pickup line, but it is kind, right? The Queen of Cups is here. It's kind and it's compassionate, but it's also like, I don't know, maybe they say, I've got a crush on you, or something like that. I'm looking at the kids, right? Like, it feels like they say something that is, that maybe teenagers might say to each other. And so that's why they like the King of Swords is in the reverse, because the King of Swords in the upright isn't going to say a damn word. They're not going to say anything. They'll just let the situation pass by. But the King of Swords in the reverse is going to say something maybe slightly inappropriate, but really not inappropriate because the Queen of Cups is here. Like, it almost feels like this person might admit they have a crush on you or something like that, something that teenagers would say to each other. That's what it feels like. Tell me about the Justice. And I feel like this is Emperors all in this they know that they don't want to let the time with you fly by without them saying something. They're willing to get hurt. They're willing to be the wounded warrior, but they need to make contact with the star in the room. Tell me why this Justice card is here. We have the Emperor and the Justice, yes. So it's the Emperor who needs the Justice here. It's like, I got 1 minute to take a shot, and I'm taking a shot at the Empress. That's what it feels like. We've got the Eight of Swords. Oh, Eight of Swords. Up in their head. My hands are tied. Should I do this? The Emperor never goes in unless they're going to win, right? The Emperor can't put the Empire at risk. We do have the Ace of Pentacles, so they're going to go for it. Is what it looks like. So this person decides they're going to go for it. Going to get justice here. I'm going to take a shot. Tell me about and they don't care if they get hurt here. Tell me about the Nine of Wands. We've got the Justice again coming out. We've got the Three of Swords. They don't care if they get hurt. Nope, just like I said. Three of Swords and the Knight of Cups. I'm just going to get my justice. You know what? I may get turned down, but I'm going to give it a shot. I don't think that the Emperor thinks they're going to get turned down, honestly. Let's talk about the Star. Why is the Star here? Got the Eight of Wands, got the Five of Pentacles, and we've got the Strength card. So the Emperor is like, at least I gave it a shot. At least I gave it a shot. Even if I get turned down, Five of Pentacles, the Strength card is here. I'm going to walk away with my head up because I didn't let the Empress walk away. All right. I feel like the door opens here, folks. I feel like it does. And it feels like this person is taking a quick shot here because they're going to introduce themselves to you. And it feels like they know that they only have a minute or two to do that. And so that's why they're going to come up with something like, oh, I got a crush on you. Or I've been noticing you from across the room. I think it's something more corny than that, though. That's what it feels like. We've got the Lovers. Look at that. They know that they only have a minute here to make a decision. I could let the Empress walk out and never say a word, or I can say something. Three of Pentacles. I at least want the Empress to know that I'm in the room. It does feel like it's a decision to maybe enter, how can I say, not really entering an agreement, but enter the situation with a little bit of stability. And it does feel like it's, they want you to see them as cooperative. They want you to see them as stable or moving a little bit slow. But they are going to say something really sweet and corny is what it feels like. And it does feel like it's something to do with childhood crush or something like that. Tell me about the Chariot, please. They're trying to make you not forget them, trying to make you allow them to move in. Make some energy that's balanced with you here. We've got the Five of Swords. Why is that? We've got the World card. Okay. And we've got, so I feel like the Emperor is trying to figure out whether they want to bring things full circle. It does feel like they want to bring things full circle here, and they're contemplating whether they should just say something at any cost, go for it, go for the victory, or if they should remain silent. Tell me what they say to the Empress. Three of Cups. Ace of Wands. And the Sun. Oh my goodness. Look, I feel like this person does approach you. Ooh, the Tower is here. Look at that. The Tower and the Sun. They definitely walk over and approach you. The Ace of Wands is here. They are going to say something like, wow, you're handsome, or you're beautiful, or I've got a crush on you. I was just noticing you across the room and I think I have a crush on you. But it is going to be in a public place. It feels like it's during a celebration. This could be at a friend's house. This could be at a restaurant. This could be at a lounge. This could be someplace that's that is public. But it does feel like the Emperor is the one who is going to pursue the Empress. And I do feel that that's what's going down here. Oh, that's kind of exciting, is it not? Got the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Swords. So releasing the fear of rejection is what the Emperor is doing. Releasing the fear of rejection and getting myself into alignment. I can't let my Nine of Cups walk out the door. And so somebody is going to approach with the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Cups. The Ace of Cups. So this person is, well, there we go. We got the Empress, is going to approach the Empress and be kind of sexy and alluring a little bit. But they're going to do it in a sweet and kind way because the Empress is to be respected, right? That's what it feels like. They're going to use their magic. Oh, I did mention the Ten of Cups. There it is. They're going to use their magic on you. Is what they're going to do. Well, good luck to you. Somebody's about to speak their mind. Queen of Swords is here. Somebody's about to be very honest. It looks like a very exciting situation. I hope this is your situation. But it feels like this is someone, for most of you, you don't know this person. It's going to happen when you least expect it. The Tower is here. This person's going to see you in a public place, at a friend's house, at a barbecue or something. A place where you probably don't know this person. Maybe you know of them and maybe you've seen them before. But I honestly think for a lot of you, you've never met this person before and they're going to approach you in this public place. All right, I'm going to leave that right there. Kind of exciting. I'm going to go for now. Take care, Taurus. I'm out for now. You guys take care. Bye-bye.